Hey everyone, before we dive into this episode, we just want to let you know that this will be an audio only episode, as requested by our guest Ryan. In fact, the next three episodes in this series with Ryan will follow the same format. We truly respect his request for privacy and thank you for your understanding. These conversations are raw, honest, and incredibly important. And we are so grateful that Ryan for opening up and sharing his journey with us. Thank you as always for tuning in and supporting the Quick Sip. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait for you to listen in.
You are now listening to the Quick Sip podcast on YouTube and Spotify with your hosts Harry, Yan, and Alan P.
Difficulties that he had to go through to make sure that he understand what is deemed a mental
Yeah, I love to
kind of situation. Ah, so
Susah kan nak keluarkan isi ke Bipolar ni.
yeah,
Aku
that's
tak
why.
pernah nak
Yeah.
cakap tapi susah.
It's a
Okay, kita
issue
start
that
balik,
he
kita
have.
start balik. Boleh. Susah aku macam mana aku nak cakap ni kalau
Yeah, they
come
put
back
it into a structured sentence.
the face structure tu nak
Ah.
proper because this is the first time we have such a very tender topic. So usually we just blast out or like come back to
We have to be mindful of our words.
You will hear like
Yeah, I really want to put it in a way that it doesn't
ni apa letak bloopers.
lupa. Can lah.
Okay, so aku ready tak?
Okay.
Kau nak start ya?
Okay, so hey, everybody. Hi, welcome to the Quick Sip for this second episode of our first episode. Just why when I meet my
Nanti you intro lah, you intro. Let the thing die down first. Relax. Relax first. Bring it out first.
Nah, cannot.
Kau explain ke aku tahu. Okay, episode from the first episode.
I always have that problem.
Hey,
Peraga Ali Zul.
Okay.
Okay guys, welcome to another episode of the Quick Sip. Today is sipping
Have a
right
quick
now.
sip.
So,
Yes, have a quick sip.
episode 2 of our special guest Ryan here to advise and tell us his journey on his mental health, ADHD and bipolar, and also depression as well. Alright, let's get started. Depression is about bipolar. So thank you. See, you're all learning every single day. Okay, so
Okay, so Ryan, yeah, I would like to start it off. Don't mind, guys.
of course.
Because
I love it. I love your energy. Bro.
Yeah, so do you find yourself pulling away from people on purpose because you are wary of this thing that you're experiencing or going through? So
very good question.
Yeah. So how do you get control of it and not continue to lead that way? Pushing away
do you
everyone.
even struggle to
Yeah.
hold conversation with them? Do you even like back then when you first
Mm-mm.
got to know that you have this?
I think in some ways, yeah. I did tend to pull away from people close to me, friends, family. Now it's gotten a bit better. Still learning how to navigate that whole thing. A lot of it is actually just trying to force myself to go out and meet people, or even if I don't want to meet people, I try not to coop myself up at home. I try to at least go out by myself and try to do things that I enjoy. So I do enjoy photography as well. So I'll go out, maybe just snack photos, or go out and get a couple of drinks by myself. Yeah. So that's about it. And
Okay, again, back then, do you isolate yourself in the room? You don't want to mix with people. Yeah, after school, then sit, bam, close the door. I want to. So, how was your parents back then? Do they like let it go? In my mind, I think he's trying to chill. Or would they like, I know Malay parents be like, yeah lah, do you think this house hotel lah?
Come and go
lah,
only,
this
yeah,
part,
that's
then
right.
go out lah, meet your friend.
I think actually they never really say anything lah. Cause
very good.
a lot of times we end up like our family will just end up in our own rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess in a sense it's our own safe space lah. Then there are times where we do gather. But back then when I was younger, I did stay in my previous flat. So that one we didn't really have like a common space where we would gather lah. We just go in our own rooms. Now I'm in a new place, new home. We tend to gather quite a lot at the dining table and the living room. Like
That's great. Yeah, that's
so it's very different now. Yeah. So in a way it helped with the isolation, I say. But yeah, isolation does still happen lah for sure. But I think it's not as bad lah.
Because back then, right, for myself, you're talking about everybody deserves an off day. Even though from work off day, even though from family also sometimes you need an off day. Just to isolate yourself and chill out and relax.
Me time.
Back then when in during school, you try lah close the door, my household lah. You try lah close the door. Yeah lah, this one your father mother door lah.
Bank table already,
bam,
bank
kick the
table
door
already.
open.
And the cane come along.
Under my roof, you don't dare go and close the door.
I cannot even lock. Once they hear the lock sound, full from the kitchen can hear the footstep running. Close the door. Close the door. Wow, nah, please.
Satu ceng
Yo. No lah. That one.
No, joking. You're a good boy, you're a good boy.
Yeah, but I don't know whether your parents give you the kind of portrayal that once you're inside, they are having, how say that you're doing negative things inside, you know?
I don't recall any of that kind of things. So for me, I was in a way lucky.
Very lucky,
Yeah, and I mean also my parents were working back then lah, so they only come back in the evening. So yeah, during the day it's usually just me at home. Then I will just chill at my room lah.
Oh,
After school, yeah.
okay. I see. So for yourself, right, do you have that what is? Do you feel there's a sense of shame or doubt about yourself regarding this thing that you're facing, right? Then how do you cope with it initially from the start? Accept. Did you get to accept it initially, or it was a really long journey or struggle?
Oh, long struggle.
Long struggle.
Even now, there are times where I feel a bit ashamed, but I think it's not as bad as last time. Another thing was that I only got diagnosed with ADHD over a year ago, 1.5 years ago.
Oh, just recent.
So it's recent. So that one was, since it was like something new also, there was like some
Did it shock you,
self-doubt and
or did it shock you, or you actually suspected?
suspected.
Oh, okay.
Because, like I said, the more information about all these kind of things out there, it helped me to realize. And so that actually encouraged me to go and get it checked. And I did, and then I got the diagnosis. And one good thing is that now I realize more things about myself and I understand myself better. Because even though, I did have that bipolar diagnosis, but it still felt like there was something else still off. So having realized what else is there, it does help for sure. In terms of doubt, there are times like, when I'm, when your mental health is good, you're doing good, right? Am I really bipolar? Am I really ADHD?
Yeah, you start to
But then
question yourself.
when things come there, like,
Okay. No, it's a good thing.
So nak continue?
No, I mean, it's a good thing the way you respond when you say that you fully accept it lah now. So it gives you that confidence back, right?
I won't say fully accepted, but on the way lah, I would say.
Alright, that's good. Yeah.
I don't think anyone can really fully accept it in a way, because there'll be times where you're like, wow, why do I have to go through this?
Yeah.
Why do I have to struggle and struggle and struggle? And that does cross my mind quite a lot as well.
Okay, talking about friendship, back then you with your friends during school, then I'm sure you did make a couple of mistakes whereby that you somehow became. You mentioned that you sometimes you reacted wrongly towards them.
Yeah.
Rebellious.
Yep.
So in a way,
Against the-
right? Yeah. In a way, how do you strengthen your connection with other people? Do you even like I mentioned just now, right? We did touch on you. Oh, I'm more open in sharing that I'm going through this and this and this.
Yep.
So back then you didn't have the chance to strengthen that bond because you don't know what you're going through. Here now, you're more acceptance to actually inform them. How is their reaction like?
Actually, really good. Very a lot of very supportive friends. They try to understand. Even though they may not totally understand because they are not in a situation that I be.
Yeah, true.
But they do try and they do support me.
Do they check on you?
Yeah, I do have friends that do check on me.
Yeah. Because I'm sure, right? For me, on my bad days, I won't lie. When I'm going through bad days, right, I would do Insta story like cryptic writing, cryptic video, that you just put like some short words. Then people might, why is this guy going through? Why is going on? Do you do that?
I think when I was much younger, yeah.
So do your friends? Does your friend really check on you if they say, hey, what are you trying to tell people? Are you going through something?
Back then, the close friends that knew, yes.
But
But like those like more acquaintances or not so close.
only those people who are close to you, then they will check on you lah. So if let's say you go out with them, you jalan-jalan, do shopping or whatever, look at things like, do they pick up signs that you are going through something? Do they like suddenly ask you, hey bro, you okay no?
Or
Would they like, okay, I let you be what you're going through, I dare not ask, but if you need me, I'm there. Or they straight away come to you, okay, you can.
I did have both types. Yeah. So there are both types of friends out there. So I guess just depends on who they are. And I think both ways are totally fine. Because like for me, I do appreciate people checking on me. And I guess in a way that's the way I prefer, like people ask. Because sometimes it's hard for me to just just let it out. So I do prefer that way. But I know there are people out there who, when they are really down and depressed, they would rather not be asked.
Yeah.
So I think it's really like what the person prefers lah. Yeah.
So for yourself, you prefer to
I
be
prefer
asked.
when people ask because
Yeah,
it's still
ask, I
hard
probably do.
for me to just go out there
Yeah,
and,
correct.
and talk about it.
I see. Okay, so well, in the midst of like managing everything, right? So do you ever have those moments like where or situation where things felt heavy, where so to say that it's difficult to manage or that's too much for you, and if you did, like your shoulders very heavy on that day, you feel like you cannot do anything, you just wanna shut yourself down. Yeah, and if you did right, what helped pull you out of that dangerous space?
Well, it's happened a lot actually.
But
Then
no,
it's something it's something that will I would say you'll keep happening.
do
for
share,
sure.
bro. Do share.
Yeah. And I would say, just now I gave the tips about what I do. So being kind to myself is the most important, I would say. And understanding that, if I'm at 20% capacity, I should prioritize what to give for that 20%. And also understand that my 20% when I use that up is my 100% already. That's me giving 100%. Also, getting myself to do things that I love. That kind of things, they do help. But I would say they will not, in a sense, pull me out of, let's say, a depressive episode. But it does help for sure. And yeah, it will still feel super heavy and all, but it helps. And then after that, I'll start to like reflect on. I'm the kind that I like to think about it. So I'll think and like reflect, like, okay, why am I feeling this way? What triggered this? Yeah, and that is something which is difficult to do because there are times where you're already so down, and
Yeah.
when you think about like, oh, this happened, that's why I'm down, and you're just like, you just get even more
Worse.
negative
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So it's important, but it's also difficult to like try and be more logical in a sense of it. Yeah.
Okay. Before we go carry on, let me ask you a very it's okay whether you don't answer or whether you are okay to answer it. How religious are you?
Not at all.
Not at all. So your parents, your family?
Not at all.
Not at all. So
Yeah.
you will never like consult, like you feel that maybe I should get in touch with higher being or
No, not for me.
so for you it's strictly is either music, leisure, meet up with friends. That's how you will
Yeah.
manage yourself.
Yeah, and tangible things, I would say. In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
And I did grow up in like a Catholic family. I grew up Catholic, and it was that spiritual like kind of faith and all
Yeah,
that. It
yeah.
didn't really
Resonate with you.
resonate and didn't really understand me. So, if it doesn't help, then what can I do?
Understand?
And I just do the things that help.
Yes, yes. There's always another way of helping yourself, even though A doesn't work.
Yeah,
I always believe that.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have to really, in a sense, you have to just keep trying ways of what helps and what doesn't
Yeah,
help. It's
yeah,
really just
filter lah.
experimenting, and that's the hard part about a mental health journey. And it's really that you just gotta try and exhaust as many options or even all the options you can to find that thing that helps.
It's all about finding tune what you like and being like lah.
So like when those days are people super dark, right? Where you felt like giving up. So you are saying that you need to exhaust all kinds of options to even how you say it? Get out of that space no matter what.
Not exactly.
Like finding your way out of it.
Yes, in a way. Because there are times where like certain things that I normally do may not help.
Like what like what?
So if I really super like, there are sometimes when I super down and out, and even music doesn't help.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So then I have to resort to another option, which might be photography or gaming. If gaming doesn't help, then just really try the things that I know that works. The part about exhausting, options is more of for like finding what works for you. Like there were times where I did try certain things and they don't work. So I gotta like think about other options and try and see if it helps. Like for me, because of both my ADHD and bipolar, I feel very strong emotions. So especially when it comes to things like anger, I do feel it very strongly, and it's very easy to have a very sudden big outburst, and I can't control how I feel, and it's hard to control how I react. Um, People always say try to breathe and think before you act. For me, I can't because of that really sudden emotion, and that's something that I'm still trying to deal with because my sudden anger can be destructive. Destructive in the sense that I punch the wall, I throw things, and it's not good. But in that moment, it just dissipates the anger. So I am still trying to find a way that is has that kind of like cathartic relief, but it's not too destructive. So that's something I'm still trying to figure out. Yeah.
So that those days where your anger outbursts and all that is where
Oh, it's
the
just
thing doesn't work at all lah.
I would say not exactly that. It can be a normal day actually, but actually there was already that build up of emotions that
Right.
even I may not even know about. And then something small happens, and then suddenly I just burst.
Ah.
So like one of the most recent ones was that my USB port on my PC was giving me some issues, so the keyboard wasn't working. I just exploded.
Rage moon lah.
Smashed the keyboard.
Okay, we was talking about that, right? How does that not impact your gaming?
Thankfully, it's not so bad. Because
actually it's pretty chill, you know, and games.
that is true when it comes to gaming.
I'm the one who's angry.
I am so angry, you know.
I do get like, what the hell is this guy doing? That kind of thing. But I don't explode. Because to me, it's just a game, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
So what it is?
The words, no, when you play game with me, I will fuck the guy up
Yeah,
down, yeah.
yeah.
I say you put down the controller, you go and sleep now, you don't play.
Especially when I play FIFA also.
I'm not the kind that does.
Not toxic, ah.
I'm not toxic.
But how you manage that? Like you're talking like,
Yeah, they
like
can
you were
troll
saying
you
that.
and message you and, you know, like play with your mind, you know, that kind.
I hate it when people do that.
Yeah.
Why should I be the same to other people?
Because he was mentioning that because of the USB, he can flip though. But if people who annoy you in game, he cannot. You can chill.
Yeah, I temper super chill when it comes to gaming. It's just a game. Like, you know, it's not like this is my
Your life.
I'm not it's not my life. I'm not making a living the point, you know. I'll have it everybody for it.
I also feel like I need to learn that whatever.
That's how I am lah. And especially when it comes to like League of Legends, it's a competitive game. Like, especially when it comes to rank. And like when people start flaming each other and all that, and then you know, a lot of the times when they start flaming, you know the game is gonna be very easily a loss. Yes. So I actually do try to tell people, guys, chill, calm down, we can do this. Hey,
Wow, you're the motivator already.
it's a competitive. If you're doing rank, it's competitive, and I also want to win lah. So like, you know, if I claim and then they're just gonna play worse, might as well just try and encourage them.
Correct. So flaming is all gonna help lah.
gonna help.
Yeah. No, that's
Oh,
very
so
interesting.
for yourself, like in that kind of situation, that game, right? How do you put that in real life? Like when you're in that kind of tunnel, you are so deep into it. How would you, you know, like advise people to get out from that situation? How would you guide them out from your experience?
Do you
lah?
use
Yeah.
that as a life example?
Yeah, like
to,
for
to
that
tell
for the
people that,
gaming
oh,
part,
at least
yeah.
gaming I'm okay, but
Will you introduce it to them?
Thought of using it as an example. It's
Mm.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not-
because what he shared was logical thinking. Where, hey, that's not helping the game. You angry, go, scold.
when your mind is clear, you can play better.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the logical part, but there's also an emotional aspect to it. But the emotional aspect is like, I don't want people to do that to me. So why should I do it to others?
Okay, don't do what.
So that's so that's the emotional aspect of it, and in a way, that I do apply to like when I help my friends when you know they are down and all. I encourage them and I do not like push them away and all that, because you know I also don't want to be pushed away when I need help. And there are times where I need encouragement and I want to do the same for others. And having experienced, you know, a lot of struggles in my mental health,
You yourself become the example to motivate others that, hey, if you are going
Do you
through,
see
I
yourself
can-
as like that
do
way?
you see yourself as an example to motivate others that what I'm going through, I'm with you, bro?
I won't say example, but more of like, I'm with you. It's pretty much how like I think about it. And let me think how to put this. I mean, the I'm with you, yeah, and there's also like because I have experience with struggles, and even though it's never the same because everyone has different struggles, even if you have the exact same diagnosis, everyone's journey and experiences like different. But at least to a point, I can get it. I can relate to a certain point. I will never say that I can totally understand another person's struggle, but at least if I can get it a bit, you know, I can try my best to help. And even if I can't help, you know, at least be there for them. And sometimes that's all the person needs. Because not everyone wants or need the same thing from others. Some people just want a listening ear. Some people want advice. It's good to know what the person wants and he needs, and communicating openly about it, I think is very important. And it's something I still need to do lah. I would say, yeah. I think it's always good in any relationship or friendship. You know, when things happen, when your friend or your partner is down, I think it's always good to be like, hey, do you want advice or do you just want me to be there? That at least you know the kind of support the person needs.
Right. Okay, bro. So, what I'm about to ask, right? It's gonna go quite touchy, or quite deep lah. Okay. So, what's okay, bro? So this one, many people if may even or the peers around us are unable have went through or this thought came to be their mind before. So the idea of suicide, okay, this idea right ever cross your mind? Okay, maybe an idea, an action, I don't know. But the thing is, we want to know how you process this or when you respond to it, how you can basically manage it.
That's a
Oh, yeah.
big question. I think let's leave this for the next episode.
Sure? Yeah? Okay. Alright, guys. See you on the next one. Take care.
Bye
Goodbye.
bye.
Thank you for listening to this special audio only episode. We appreciate your continued support and understanding. Stay tuned more for Ryan's story in the next 2 episodes. Take care and we will catch you on the next quick sip.